Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get the show on the road. Let's get the show on the road. Am I early? Well, I'm going to talk anyway. Good afternoon. It is Thursday, February 11th. I cannot believe it's February. I can't believe it's the middle of the month. I can't believe Valentine's Day is Sunday. I'm just in awe of the time difference. It's insane. Anyway, okay, I want to say raise your hand if you hate the cold. Raise your hand if you're sick of the snow. Raise the hand if you want classes. So instead of, since I can't see you do that, and you can see me do that, send us a heart or a happy face or something. Shoot us an emoji because you hate the snow, you hate the cold, you hate the no classes. We can't wait to get back to some sort of normal. But we are going to start Zoom classes. So it'll be very interesting. It should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. But we are going to start Zoom classes. We scheduled a one with Kimberbell Forward. I wrote it down so I don't misquote myself. April 13th from 10 to 4. It'll be an all-day Zoom class. It's called Garden Guild. It's 3 projects. You get everything in the kit to make the 3 projects. And we'll have a lot of fun doing it. Like I said, it'll be April because they need like 10 weeks to get the kits together. We'll give you, actually hopefully this week, tomorrow or Saturday, send out an email explaining that Garden Guild class. And then we're going to schedule this little cute little class as we're going to learn how to Zoom. Not Zumba, Zoom. Yeah. So we're going to do this embroidery class. This is so cute, this little pillow. You can do your own fabrics, your own thing. It's embroidery, so you need to have an embroidery machine. You can do your own fabrics, your own thing, but we will have kits to do it just like this, or a couple different colorways. So that will be, what month are we in? February? That will be in March. Probably the second Tuesday in March is where my brain is going right now. But it'll be a fun class too. We're going to try and get more Zoom classes together. But we need to try it first and see, how well it goes and how many people are interested in, since we can't do the big party in the store yet. But we do promise as soon as we can have lots of people in the store, we're doing the double chocolate vodka tasting test. So that will be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that to happen. So, and that's actually a good thing for Valentine's Day. Tell your other half that that's what you want for Valentine's Day. It's chocolate, it's alcohol. How much better can it get? And it's cold, so that will be a lot of fun. Anyway, we have some flannel things because it's that time of year where flannel is just like the perfect thing to be making, especially when you're putting your binding on while you're on your lap. It keeps you nice and warm. And your cat will join you too, I'm sure, because mine doesn't stay off the flannel.
We gotta get all the cat hairs off.
Oh, yeah. We spend hours here trying to get all the cat hairs off the flannel thing because my cat loves flannel. So that will be that. We have a couple other new things. Got new fabric in today. It's amazing how they always show up with it Wednesday night or Thursday morning. It's lovely. I think that's all I have to say.
Sandy had a question about, I think, Sandy, it's about the Kimberbell garden thing. She wants to know if they're going to see the projects for it. They'll see it in
You'll see the projects in the email. And is this Sandy Seaver?
Yes, Sandy.
Sandy Seaver, this is a good one for you to learn your machine on. Because we will be doing a Zoom so we can actually see what you're doing.
Sandy says she's in.
Yeah, because it'll be a good one for you to learn your thing on. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to learn about Kimberbell. There are things, and like I said, the kit includes everything. So when we do send out the email, you'll see the projects. But it really is a fun thing to do.
And we got a woohoo from Grace. I'm thinking it's for the vodka, the chocolate vodka.
I know it's the chocolate vodka. Don't even get me started. I'm telling you, Grace, you and I will sneak in the back. We'll do the big cups. We'll give out the little cups. So that's it. I'll go let Marie do her thing, and then share our video, please, 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 please. Share. And that's it. I think I'm good.
Okay.
All right. I'll take my notes and my little be your own kind of beautiful pillow.
Okay. All right.
And if I think of anything else, I'll interrupt her anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's a given. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome. How'd you all like that snow this morning?
No.
I went to bed. I saw the weather report said, dusting. I walked outside. It's like it had to be 2 inches by me. It was, I was not expecting it. So anyway, I am Marie. That's Debbie. We're from Patchworks in Sayville, New York, on the lovely South Shore of Long Island. We are just going to show you a little bit of some new stuff that we got in. We just got in these fabrics today from Scrap Happy from Janet Ray Nesbitt. They're gorgeous. I just want to go over a few things. We are not a comment sold store. What we do is, I'm going to show you this. You go on our, obviously you're on our Facebook page. You go on the post page, and if you scroll down to, here's our video live, right there. And then right underneath it, if you just scroll up a little bit, you're going to see this post. It says Flannel Kits. There's a little link here. When you touch that link, you go to the order page. And at the top of the order page, we ask you for contact information, email address, name and address, phone number, if you're going to pick it up or if you want it delivered. We charge $9 for delivery. If the order is over 100 or more, we'll pick up the delivery costs. We also have a section where you can write in any comments or questions, and then underneath that are the items I'm going to speak about today, or hopefully remember to speak about. You can choose whatever you want, and then way down at the bottom of the page, actually there's a section called Shop Our Sale. I haven't done that in a while. All right, Debbie's already laughing. Someone's distracting her.
I was going to say hi to everyone. I could ho everyone. No,
oh, no. Ignore that.
So I'm correcting it.
Down at the bottom of the page is a Shop Our Sale. At the end, I got a few bolts that we just put on sale. If you could let me show you guys. I'll explain that more at the end. So with Shop Our Sale, you fill in what you want. I'll tell you. And then at the very bottom, when you're all done, you click the submit button. We get the order. When your order is ready, we will contact you.
They're not reading that at all.
So, what? No, you can't see it. Well, I don't think you can see it, but
the shine is.
The shine is too much.
Got to get a little umbrella or something on top.
Yeah,
of that.
Get sunglasses. Okay, but anyway, that's how we get the orders.
Oh, I do have to say one thing. Allison Rogers, she writes no more snow. It's actually Marie's fault because she didn't hang the sign in the window this year that says "Let it snow somewhere else."
It's true. It's absolutely true. Okay, so let me get started here. I cannot get my phone to cooperate. What else is new? Okay, here we go. Okay.
It's funny because the colors on the phone are beautiful. When I see them on this computer, they're like
everyone's
domed off.
monitor is different.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if we can change the resolution or something though.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to actually follow along.
Diane, we didn't even introduce the kit yet, and you already want it, but you love it. The flannel quilt. And Diane, you might want two because you have so many cats, you won't have room for just one quilt, and all those cats on one quilt.
Oh, that's true. Okay. All right. So let me see where to start. All right.
Carol Friedman writes, ho, hi, ho. And I think it's supposed to be hi, ho,
hi, ho. All right. Karen's going to burst into song any second here.
Oh, you don't want to hear me sing, please.
All right. It's just been a long winter already. So we're just really, we're ready for spring. We're ready for spring. Okay. Right, my phone is still not cooperating, so I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, so anyway, flannel kits. Yes. So this is this flannel. If you have been in the store, I have probably told you to go pet the flannel. It's just beautiful. This is from the Winter Wool Wool Tweed Flannel Collection from Benartex by Cheryl Haynes. And this is one we got in 45 different colors in. Now, not all 45 colors are in this quilt. It's a scrappy quilt. It's called Twist About. The kit comes to, oh, you know what? I didn't write down the size of it. Do you know the size of it off the top of your head?
I don't because,
it is a scrappy quilt.
Can I look it up while I'm on?
When you look at it, every time you look at it, you see something different. Like right here, like if you focus here, you see the friendship star, and then if you focus here, you see like the diamond in a square. It's pretty cool. The kit contains the fabrics for the quilt top, the borders, and the borders.
55 by 64.
It's 55 by 64. It's a really nice throw size. We have the kit in two border options. One is this deep purple option here, and the other one is this teal option if you would like that. Okay, you can specify what you would like on the order form. The strips are pre-cut, and the directions are written for the easy angle ruler. How many of you guys remember the easy angle ruler?
Everybody has one.
Everybody has. You look in the bottom of your ruler drawer, wherever you have the rulers. I guarantee you, it's in there. If by some chance you don't have it,
Diane said 3 liquor stores are out of stock on the double chocolate. I'm gonna go buy a case.
that's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, we gotta keep that for ourselves.
I'm not. Shh.
The easy angle ruler comes in a couple of different sizes. The most commonly used size is this one, 6.5 inches, for a 6.5 inch strip. It is $12.99. I also have in the order form the smaller size, which is 8 something. It goes up to a 4.5 inch strip. But honestly, if you don't have it or you can't find it and you're gonna buy it, I would recommend this size. It's a really, really easy way to cut triangles for a half square.
We're getting a lot of angry faces because of the thing being out of stock. Diane, come in and I'll show you how to use the ruler. It's probably one of the simplest things in the world.
It is. You know what? At the end, I'm going to do a brief continuous binding thing. Then I'll show you the flip method with this thing. But it's really an easy way. When you're cutting, say these are what, a finished 3-inch square. So you get 3.5 inch strips in the kit, and you just follow the markings. Yeah. You just follow the markings on the ruler to cut a 3.5 inch strip. I'll show you. You know what? I'll show you now. Let me cut. Hold on. Be right back.
I love that ruler.
Okay. So.
I don't know why it's freezing, Diane. It's not us, honey.
It's not us.
It's not us.
Anyone else freezing? Okay. Okay. I know there's a delay, but hopefully when you get it, you can see. So this is the easy angle ruler. As I said, it goes up to a 6.5 inch wide strip for cutting triangles that will give you a finished 6-inch square.
Grace, don't put it out in public.
What's
she knows a guy.
She
Don't
knows
put
a
it
guy.
on the comment section. Call me.
This is really getting bad. So anyway, so you follow the markings. You follow the markings for whatever size strip you're cutting your triangles off of. This triangle,
You can't really miss it when you lay it
can't
on there.
really-
You can't.
No. You flip and sew. You line things up. All right. Let's pretend this is actually 2 1/4. So you line up the edge. Pretend this is a 2.5 inch strip. I cut it 2 1/4 to use in my continuous binding demo. We're very well prepared
You
today.
just move it till it matches.
Right.
It matches right
So
there.
I'm lining up the edge and the bottom, and what I'm going to do is cut this diagonal. Then the part that
Okay, I'm gonna
okay,
hold
you're
this
going to
so
hold
you
it.
can do
Okay, so you line it up like this, and you cut the diagonal. This is the part that gets everyone a little crazy, but you just have to remember. You see this black triangle here? You take it by the black triangle, then, and you flip it because you just cut an angle over here, like this, so that you have an angle cut. And now what you're going to do is line it up with the black triangle hanging off the end of the strip, and you cut straight here. You just cut 2 triangles. And then once you cut that, then you have the straight again, and then you go back again, like so, and cut again, and you keep on going. So you cut, flip, cut, flip, cut, and you keep on going like that. You guys have any questions, come in the store. It's really
And because
it's easy.
it cuts off that little point, it makes it match to the other ones when you put them together. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
So
like magic.
it's a great tool. This has been Sharon Holgren developed this.
I don't know,
20
but it's
years
fun.
ago or something like that. Guarantee if you look in the bottom of a drawer, you probably have one. I think the very first one was only 4.5 inches. But we designed this quilt to be used with it. So you can get the 6.5 inch one. It's $12.99.
That's the nicest size.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, I have all
6.5 is the
3, but
nicest
I like the
size.
6.5. It's
Okay.
easy to hold.
Yeah, and you just gotta feel this. It's so nice. So this is the
Actually, I'm going to get you a glove so when you're feeling it, you're
When I'm
taking off
feeling
all the
it, I'm
hair.
picking up all the hairs. So this is the twist about quilt that's at the top of the order page. Then we have these two really, really cute, you might have seen them in the store already. These are also made with the flannels. These are from the Prairie Grove Peddler. This is called Winter Night, and this is called Summer Night. You know, I'm going to take it off the wall and get a little closer. We have kits for that. The kits have all the fabrics for the top, the applique, and the binding in them. This is the Autumn Nights one. This is the Winter Nights one. They include the pattern. If you want, you can get the pattern separately by itself for $10. It's all done with flannel. These are little log cabins in the back, and they're done very, very scrappy.
So no two quilts will look alike.
No two quilts will look alike. They do give you a layout. This is the Autumn Nights one, and you just you make the background, and then you use fusible web applique. We use a Wonder Under on the back of the flannel, no problem at all, and fused it down, and then just did the zigzag stitch around it. You could do a blanket stitch, whatever stitch you like. I did a zigzag stitch. It worked out just fine. And I did detail here on the leaves with the triple straight stitch on your sewing machine. That is a wonderful stitch. Every machine has it. Here too. So this is the kits are did I tell you? Kits are $44. The patterns are $10. So with the kit, you're going to get everything except for the backing. You need backing and Wonder Under to do the applique. Maybe the only thing is you can't use that log cabin trim tool to do this. You have to do it. The strips are pre-cut, by the way.
Yeah, they're pre-cut.
The strips are pre-cut. So you do have to cut the logs and lay them out. You can get yourself absolutely nuts trying to place it the way that you want it. But this one goes blue down to light blue, green, and then the ground. Right? So that's Autumn Nights. And then, should I pop the snowman off the wall?
Well, it's not in the view of the
It's
half
not in
of
the
it's
view?
gone, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this one back up there. We have so many holes in these walls, I'm surprised they just don't fall down.
Shh,
I know,
don't jinx it.
Don't say
Don't
that.
jinx
Oh,
it.
I've done it now. Done it now. Okay, hold on. Here we come. Okay. This is the Winter Nights. So again, same idea. You're making the background. This one doesn't have the green, it has the grays in it for winter. So you're doing the scrappy log cabin blocks, and then the applique with the snowman in the mailbox. And the machine applique with the zigzag stitch works just fine. I think I made mine a little wider. Did you do that any different on your zigzag stitch? No? I think I made mine a little wider just because there's a slight pile to the, not really even, just sank into the flannel a little bit. But other than that, it worked out just fine. So this is Winter Nights.
Okay, Lorraine Lepacki, we have your two kits already put aside, so
Yes.
don't panic. They're already put aside.
Lorraine,
And
you put yours
I
aside.
finally got in the Rainbow Girl, and that kit is put aside too. Took us a long time, but I finally got it in. So just wanted to let you know.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out why my phone is talking to me because the little picture is up here. It won't turn off. Anyway. Okay, so those are our flannel kits.
You're welcome.
And yes, we have, okay. What am I up to?
You want to show the third one that we haven't done yet?
Oh, yeah. Let me grab I'm sorry. Hold on. So well
We have.
prepared today.
She already did the summer one. We haven't seen a spring one yet. She hasn't come out with the spring pattern yet. Actually, we're going to shoot her an email tomorrow and find out when that's due.
Yeah, and this light is shining on it, so you know what I'm going to take out. So yeah, the Cheryl Haynes, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're wondering. This is summer. That's winter,
The kits
autumn,
are
summer,
44.
whispering.
Joanne, the kits are
Yeah,
44.
the kits are $44. So we have the pattern for this one right now. We haven't done it. We are going to do
It's
it
so pretty.
as a kit. It's very pretty, very very pretty with the flowers, and there's a bunny down there. So this one is coming.
Sorry, Joanne, we don't sell kids for $44. Only kits for $44. But I may sell you one of mine if you want to. Actually, I'll give it to you for free.
Okay. I don't have this on the order form, but if you want to get it, just write it in the comments section at the top of the page. Okay, so it's
We should have it
$10
ready
just for the
next time.
pattern.
I'll get it ready for next time.
Okay. All right. So next, oh, this is, you know what? Let's do this. These are just in time. So this is for you machine embroiderers. It's called Luck of the Irish Runner, and it's from Amelie Scott Designs, all done in the hoop. It's cute. It's a fast. I mean, this didn't take long at all.
No.
Okay. So this is.
It even has the quilting designs in it that go right around the appliques.
Oh, it does all the
Yeah.
quilting. It does
Yeah.
everything, right? So it's very, very cute. We have a kit for this. Now before I get into the kit,
Joanne doesn't need any of those. Please, please.
this is the same deal as, say, those Santa pillows. When you get her design, her pattern, her whatever it is, you get a download number for it that it doesn't have a CD in it. So, what size hoop on this one? 5x7? 5x7 hoop, it's fine. So this is $16 for the machine embroidery designs. Then the kit, we're offering a kit for this, complete kit, includes the backing and the binding. See, it has the magic Scotch tape backing on it.
Sandy Severs, I don't know what kit you want. Fill out the order form for me, please, please.
This is $20 for the kit. You get the applique, you get the fabrics, you get the background fabrics, you get the backing, you get the binding.
Scotch tape backing.
The Scotch tape backing, yes. So this is, again, oh, this is a good idea. You flip the things both ways.
Yeah, she
Okay.
tells you to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not my idea.
That's not your idea?
No,
Oh,
sorry.
You can take credit.
I would have put them all the same. No,
Okay.
that's so if you're sitting on both sides
Yeah.
of the table, everybody gets
yes,
a view.
Yes, everyone. It's there for everyone.
Yes.
So, the Luck of the Irish table runner. Okay.
Okay, Sandy, you have to put on the order form, honey.
All right, I'm trying to close this out because it keeps on talking to me. Oh, good, it stops. Okay. All right, and then the other just-in-time projects. Again, I showed you this 2 weeks ago. This is the adornments. This is just regular sewing and machine
Love the
applique.
rainbow.
The kit is $16 for the kit. And this is the March one. Okay, so we have that. And then this is the one for April if you're like ahead of things. So the kits are patterns, fabrics. The fabrics are labeled. You do not have to do this little door hanger thing if you're not really comfortable with that. You can always simply just fold the top. What they tell you to do is you fold the top over. Well, it won't have a hole in it. You just fold the top over, and then you can use this cute little 4-inch hanger. It's on the order form if you just want to hang it. So this is the one for April, these little bright, colorful Easter eggs. Okay, so those are the adornment kits. And then Debbie made this, and I love this. This is a by Annie. You know, I'm just going to take these things out of the plastic because that light is really too bright. Okay, so this is Project Bags 2.0 by Annie. It has 4 different sizes. And is this the biggest size, Deb, that you made?
That's the biggest one.
That's the biggest size. So Debbie made it out of Tula fabric. All right, it's very nice. It's really a great way if you're working on a block of the month, you got blocks going, you want to put them in here to hold them, keep them out of the way.
Sandy, if you look down on the comments, scroll down on the comments, you'll see I posted the Google Docs form right there. So you can just click on that and it'll take you to the thing so you don't have to keep searching for it. I hope that makes it easier.
Okay. So it opens up. And yes, we have this vinyl. This is vinyl from By Annie. It's a nice heavyweight vinyl, but easy to sew through. Half yard is $6.50. It's 54 inches wide by 18 inches for $6.50. You can get all these out of it.
Do you make a hole for the door for the adornments?
Do I make a
the hole? You make it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
make the hole.
Yeah. You make the hole. basically what you're doing is,
Oh, how do you make the hole?
how do I make the hole?
Please.
I trace the circle on the template that comes with the pattern. There's a circle. I trace around it, and there's a little line there for opening it. And then what I do is I just straight stitch around it like 4 times. Okay, I just go right around, right around, right around 4 times. And then I go back and I zigzag right on top of those straight lines that I stitched. And once I do that, and I even did it with metallic thread. So when you get up close, and then I go back and I very carefully slit and cut away like this. Not the neatest thing in the world, but you know, you can still see some little pokies, but it's going to be on a doorknob, so you're not going to see that. So that's how I do that. Okay, but you don't have to do it if you're not really feeling comfortable about that. Okay. All right, so what was it? Oh, the project bags. So we have the pattern. The pattern is $9.99 for the By Annie's Project Bags 2.0. You know we have the Tula line work fabric in the store. And we also now have her vinyl, half a yard, $6.50. It's 54 inches by 18 inches. And no problem sewing, right, Deb? You just have to.
Yeah, no problem.
What do you do when it comes to ironing? Do you just avoid it or cover it with a pressing cloth?
You could cover it with a pressing cloth, but I mean, I ironed it. I stay on the fabric. It's
fabric,
straight
yeah.
lines. It's not like it's interrupting.
Yeah.
We got 2 angry faces, one from Joanne Simone and one from Kathy Phoebe.
Why?
I hope that's because of the vodka being out of stock and not because we didn't do something right.
Oh, no. What did we do? Tell us what we did. Okay. So that's the By Annie's. The By Annie's. And then, all right, Debbie found this because you were cruising.
Oh, and Sue Sideris, if you're still on here, I forgot to cut you the vinyl when you were here on Saturday. We talked about it and then got totally distracted.
Got distracted.
So we're going to cut it up tomorrow into chunks.
Okay. So for all you Riley Blake fans, Debbie came across this really cute ironing board cover. Comes in a little matching bag. This is $23.90.
Joanne Simone said she didn't send a smiley face. I mean, an angry face.
Oh. I know, sometimes, well, I know I have like, my fingers always slip on things. Okay, so this is an ironing board cover from Riley Blake. Very cute. It goes on, it has the drawstring to tighten it up around your ironing board. It's just
It's
cute.
really cute.
You know, Riley Blake, but this is a Lori Holt design on here. It has the padding
Like that
right in
lady.
it.
See, it's the same colors basically as the
Yeah, as the block of the months. Yeah. So this is just cute. We just thought this was fun. So this is $23.90. And you can get a little closer and see some of this. Pretty colors. Her stuff is pretty. Lori Holt has pretty designs. Okay. And then one other cute little thing is I'm a little afraid of this thing. I know I shouldn't be, but this is the chain piecing cutting gizmo from Gypsy Quilter. What it is, I'll open up and show you. It sits on the table and it has these little blades here. I'll show you it. Has these little blades that you can just, if you chain piece and you can just go down and cut things. It comes with 5 blades all together so that when the one dulls out, you can change them. Sharp things with me today is not a good idea. But when you open it up, I thought this was cute. When you open it up, it says hello. It's like, all right, hello. So I just want to show you guys. This
Me too. I love it too, Grace.
What's that?
Grace says I love Lori Holt stuff. I said I do too.
It is. Her stuff is adorable.
Price on the ironing board cover?
$23.90. I want to say that. So this is $15.99. Okay, it has a little like rubber so that it doesn't move around on you. It just sits there, and right in these 2 slots is a razor blade. It's down pretty low, so I guess I shouldn't be afraid of cutting myself. But if you chain piece something and then you want to go and just cut it really fast, you just go down and cut it. So it's the Gypsy Quilter chain piece thread cutting gizmo. Reduces thread cutting time, guaranteed. All right. And again, you can change that. It comes with extra extra blades on the inside. It tells you you unscrew the back there, and the blades are on the inside for you to change out. Okay, so that is that. All right. And now this whole box just came apart, so I'm just going to put it over here. Out of the way.
Joanne, I don't know if you can see at the top, like I'm looking at the comments. I have the video on, and to the right of me is all the comments that people are making. Right at the top of that, it shows you thumbs up, hearts, and angry face, and how many of each. If you click on the angry face, you'll see that your name comes up.
Oh boy.
She said she didn't do it. I know it's a slip of the thing. It was
Yeah.
probably, but you'll see it tells you the name of the people that did it.
All right. Well, why Kathy? What we do?
I don't know, Kathy Phoebe, what's going on, babe?
What we do? Okay. So I want to show you guys this Scrap Happy fabric that we just got in today. It is not on the order form that's under our post. This is how you can order it if you don't want to come in. You go to our website, patchworks.com. Okay, when you go to our website, this is our homepage right here. And don't forget, we have these Block of the Month starting soon, so there's still spaces. So if anyone's interested, give us a call. This is our homepage on our website. When you're also, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but when you're on our homepage, you see over here, you click, that's the YouTube symbol. If you touch that, you'll go to our, click on that, you'll go to our YouTube page to see all our past videos and everything. So when you're on here, you're going to go to, at the top navigation bar, there's a button that says Fabric. So when you click on that, you're going to go to our fabric page. Now there's more here that I added since I've been in today. So what you'll do is, if you want to order something from one of these lines, you just click on the picture, and again you're going to go to a Google Doc that shows all the fabrics. You can choose whatever you like. There's different amounts that you can choose, or in the comments section you can say, you know, I would like 3 yards of this, and just put down the name of the print. So when you go to our fabric page, there's now a link for all the wool tweed flannels that are in these flannel quilts, and there is also a link there for this Scrap Happy fabric. So, what?
Arlene says, hi, I'm late, and I said, you are fired.
So this is the Scrap Happy fabric. This is from Janet Ray Nesbitt. It is $11.80 a yard, and it's really pretty. Hopefully the colors will show well.
Yes, Pat Carroll, I have May and June for Kimberbell Buddies. I'll put it aside for you.
Okay. So this is one of the colors. It's a really pretty teal. All right. So that's on there. And then these blues are just gorgeous.
No, Joanne, the pieces are not cut.
Pieces
for the house
for-
block of the month.
No.
The pieces are not cut. You have to cut.
You have to cut.
Sorry.
Okay. This is another one from there. And this is pretty. This one came in like 3 different colors. This has like a little daisy. We have it in a red, a deep red, and a green too. Let me show you. Here's the green. Okay. And here's the red one. The colors are very, very rich. Really pretty. And yet some of these, they go really nice with that barn dance collection that we have.
Yes.
So another print. This is really nice too. I don't know what color they call this one. And here is, this is like a workout. Here's another nice red. Now when they say red, they're not red. They're definite tones of purple in here.
That's a beautiful
It's
one.
beautiful color. And here's purple. Because, you know, if it's purple, we're going to get it. So the colors are very saturated. Really, really nice.
Ooh, Diane, I like your new kitty cat thing.
And there's a couple more that I'm going to, that you can see on the order form. And I don't want to teach you time up with all this, so. And you can always come in the store. We got them here to look at and pet. Okay. Okay, so I think, oh, okay.
Gonna do the binding.
Do the binding and then shop ourselves?
Many requests for this, so we're doing it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we've had a couple of people asking us to show how to do continuous binding. So I just made a really
How to finish it off.
quick demonstration on it. I'm not going to do any sewing, so I hope you'll be able to get something out of it. So binding. People ask the first thing.
I'm gonna come over and lay it flat.
People ask, how do you figure out how much binding you need? I do it in kind of a. I figure on, when I figure binding, I figure you're going to get 40 inches, usable inches, out of a width of fabric, a strip across the width of fabric. So I look at a quilt, and let's say it's 36 by 45. So I'm going to say, okay, I need a strip for the top, 32 strips for each 36, and then I need a strip plus half a strip for the 45. So that's 2, 3 and a half. And then I always add another strip just for good measure. So I'd rather have too much for too little, rather than too little. So I guesstimate on it. The other thing that I do is we usually always cut our bindings 2 1/4 inches wide. If we're doing something that's thicker, like one of the reading pillows or a pocketbook that has binding, I'll cut it a little wider, like 2 1/2 inches. Just, so that you're not struggling with trying to turn these things over. So once you decide how many strips you need, you're going to cut your strips across the width of fabric, 2 1/4 inches, and then you need to join them together. So I always recommend joining bindings with an angled seam, because what that will do is distribute the bulk of the seam across the width of the strip rather than it all being in one place. So the easiest way to do that is, I'll try to do it upside down, is you're going to lay one strip this way, and then you're going to lay another strip this way, right on top, like this. Okay, I have to come around this way. I can't do it backwards. All right? See, right away. Okay, so one strip going this way, one strip on top like this, okay? So what you want to do is stitch from corner to corner here. You can draw a line. You can find your 45-degree marking on your ruler. Lay it on here on the top. Well, you got to get one that'll fit. Oh, like here. Lay it here. See, here's my 45-degree. Lay it here and draw the line, and then you're going to stitch on that line. Or you might have a ruler around, like, say, this folded corner ruler around, and then what you can do is just place it on your strip here, and then what you have is, if you can see, I'm lining it up here, and I know it's going straight across here, and then I can just cut this away like that, and then, excuse me, and then I'll pin it, and then go over to the sewing machine and stitch with a 1/4 inch seam allowance going across. So that what you end up with is an angled join, which is here somewhere. Right, here it is. Okay. What you end up with is an angled join like that. All right. And you want to press your seam open. Okay. Then what you're going to do with your binding is go over to the ironing board and just press it in half. Wrong sides together. Okay. So now you have your finished quilt. Like my quilt? Okay. My backing and batting are bigger than my top. That's fine. I'm going to leave it that way. I'm not going to trim that until I'm ready, until I'm done sewing on my binding. So I've decided how many strips I need. I've pieced all my strips. So now what I'm going to do is start stitching my binding strip down to the front of my quilt. I'm not stitching on the back, I'm stitching on the front because I'm going to fold over to the back and trim it down and stitch it down by hand. So what you're going to do is leave a tail hanging. You're going to leave a tail and you're going to start stitching about here, leaving a tail. Now this is a very small quilt, so that's why I'm like so close to the edge. So you're going to put your needle down, 1/4 inch seam allowance, you're going to back stitch and you're going to stitch. When you get towards the end there, you stop 1/4 inch away from the edge of the top. What I do is I take a pin as I'm stitching and I position it where the edge of my quilt top is, so I know as I'm getting there, most 1/4 inch feet will have a marking in front of the needle that's 1/4 inch away. So I know when that mark hits this pin, I'm 1/4 inch from the end. So I back stitch, cut my stitches, trim my thread, and take it out of the machine. Then what I do is the old fold it back. So now what you're going to do is fold this back. So it's not under your sewing machine. You can't do this under the sewing machine. You have to take it out. I'm going to fold it back, and this is now a 45-degree angle from the corner of my quilt down, like here. Fold it back, and then holding that in place, fold this forward, like so. Now this is the trick. A lot of times when you see this method explained, they say you fold it back so that this edge is exactly even with the top edge of your quilt. Don't do that. If you do that, you're not going to have enough fabric to fold over to get a nice sharp point, okay? What you want to do is leave it, just the littlest bit above. Can you see that? Just, you got to play, like practice with it, but I leave it so that I have the littlest bit sticking above the top of my quilt. This is going to give me the extra fabric I need to fold my piece over so that it folds evenly. So once you do that, I just pin it in place, put it back under my sewing machine, and I put my needle down, back stitch, then go forward, and repeat the same thing going all the way down to the end. Stop that 1/4 inch away, fold it up, fold it down, leave just the tiniest bit sticking above, pin, and continue sewing. And you do that all the way around your quilt. Some people ask me, do you pin when you're doing your binding? If I have borders on my quilt, I know that I've squared it up and I made my borders nice and straight and my quilt isn't wonky or anything. I don't bother pinning my binding as I'm going. If I'm working on a quilt that doesn't have borders on it, like these little these wall hangings I was showing you with the flannel, I will pin my binding down so that I'm not stretching and pulling my blocks, my quilt, as I'm putting my binding on. All right, so you're going to go all the way around back to the top. Now, when you get to the top, now I've come around, now you're going to stop. You got to leave yourself some space in between for the binding part. Can you see?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay. You got to leave yourself some space in between for the binding part, okay? Now, what you do is you're going to fold these guys in towards each other. All right. Now, again, when you read the directions, they say, fold them in so that they meet. Don't do that, because when you do that, you always end up having too much. So what I do is I'll fold one side back and I'll iron it a little just to press it down. And then the other side, I'll fold back and I'll leave a little bit of space in between.
And always make sure it's at the top and the quilt is hanging down from you.
Yes, always. This works only if the quilt is hanging down in front of you. Not away from you, but in front of you. Okay. So, I leave a space like that. Because if you meet them up, for some reason, you always end up with too much bulk. Then what you need to do is, what I'm going to do is cut this piece right at the fold here. this piece, because I cut my binding strips 2¼ inches wide, I'm going to measure back from the fold, make sure I'm not on a 2¼ inches. So I put the ruler down at 2¼ inches, and I'm going to draw my line here. And what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to cut this one right at the fold. And this one I'm going to cut at that 2¼ inch mark. Okay? So then, this is the next part that I think really gets people kind of like confused. Where is that? Let me do this. And this part I think is easier to do on the ironing pad because you can stick a pin into it. Let me use this. Okay. This part might be easier to use on the ironing pad because this is what you're going to do next. Pins. Okay. So now I have these two pieces. I'm going to take the piece that I cut a little longer, open it up, and put it like this. Then, since I'm on my ironing board, pretend I'm on my ironing board, I'm just going to pin this down to hold it in place. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is take this piece and open it up this way. Open. Okay, so I picked it up, I opened it up, and now what I'm going to do is put it right sides together on top of that piece here. And since I'm on the ironing board, it makes it so much easier to pin it down in place. Now, sometimes you didn't leave yourself enough room to do this. You see how it's kind of like a little short here? That is not a problem. All that you have to do, if that's the case, is just go back here and release enough stitches. You're going to stitch over it anyway. Release enough stitches so that it's a little easier for you to maneuver. I'm not going to do it right now, but that's what I would do. So I'm going to take this piece, pin it down, pin it down, pin it down, okay? Draw a diagonal line from this corner to this corner and stitch on that line for my joining. So let's just pretend that these pins, I have to get it up. Okay, let's just pretend that I stitched and these pins are the stitching. Okay, give you a rough idea. Okay, so that, and it's always a good idea to test before you cut, so that once I stitched it, and I have another piece to show you, see how now it joined? Once you know you joined, it's not twisted, it's not going the wrong way, then you can come back. Here we go. So here's a piece, all right? I stitched, I tested, yay, it's right. Okay, now I'm going to come back in and just trim that seam allowance. Okay. I will go with my iron and press this open, you know, just because of the bulk situation. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my sewing machine and continue stitching this binding down. All right, now your binding is attached to the front of your quilt. Now what you need to do is the trimming, because remember, you haven't trimmed away your backing and batting yet. So what I like to do when I trim is leave a little bit of batting and backing in that seam allowance. Not a lot, just a little, because that kind of gives your binding a little bit of fill so that it feels nice and it isn't floppy. Okay, so you're just going to do something like that. And then once you do that going all around, you turn this over to the back, and this is where I really recommend those Wonder Clips, guys. You're going to turn this around to the back, bring it around. It's going to cover your stitching. Okay, and I use the binding clips because I'm tired of sticking holes in my fingers. Okay. And it works easier to do the mitering on the corners if you fold down on both sides first, like this. And then once you get in here, you just get your finger in here and you mush it around and you get a nice, tight, mitered corner. And if you have any problems, if it's too bulky or anything like that, you can just go in and trim away a little bit more of the binding and the backing that you have in the corner if it won't really lay as nicely as you like it to. And then once you do that, just use your Wonder Clip to hold it in place. And then you do it all around, and then you go back and you slip stitch. So that, see on the front, it's not pinned, but you'll have a nice mitered corner. So that is how you do continuous binding. I hope this helps. Because I know we get a lot of questions about it. Okay. All right, guys. So last thing we're going to do to keep you here today is a shop our sale down at the bottom of the page.
Connie and Sandy, if we don't have them in by tomorrow morning, I will bring a stick with you. I'll put it on your stick, and then I'll just mail you the thing when it comes.
Oh, it's
The CD for
okay.
St. Patty's Day table
Yeah.
runner. So just bring a stick with
Yeah.
you, and I'll put it on there, and then I'll just mail you the thing when
They
it comes
should
in.
be here, but you never know.
You never know. Please,
You
we
never
have
know.
so much mail problems. You have no idea.
Oh, don't go there. Okay, so at the bottom of the order sheet is a little section that says Shop Our Sale. What I'm going to show you is some sale fabric. All our sale fabric is $6 a yard. We have a 1 yard minimum cut. So they have a number. I only have a few of them. They have a number. So if you're interested in, say, fabric number 1, you can just write down number 1. And if you don't write anything else, I'll know that you want a yard. If you want more than a yard, just write number 1 and 1.5, 2, 3, whatever amount you would like. But it is a minimum cut of 1 yard. And they are all $6 a yard. So this is the first one. This is fabric number 1. It is an ombre. It is gorgeous. This is number 1. It is, who is this? It's a Moda. It's a Moda something. I don't know what. But it goes from the light to the dark. It's really, really pretty. Purples, pinks. It's gorgeous. All right? So it's number 1. It is $6 a yard, 1 yard minimum cut. Absolutely. It's just so pretty. All right? And then I have its bud, its companion, which is fabric number 2. Also an ombre. From light to dark. Turn around again so you can see that. Okay. So this is number 2. Oops. There we go. Moda. Let me get that. Okay. Really pretty. It's real nice blue. Just gorgeous. I apologize, a little wrinkly on the bottom. I should have whipped out the iron.
Oh, yeah, we
Because
love
I
gold.
know. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, right, this is number 3. It's just a really fun, this is a digital, right? Okay. It's just a really fun stripe. This is a Hoffman, right? And this is number 3. Digital print. Goes across the width of the fabric, the stripe. Very cool. Right, number 4. This, believe it or not, is a batik.
For knitters out there.
For knitters out there, or this is number 4. It's a pink and green plaid. with black and white sheep on it. Let me stick this over here. Okay. It's fun. It's fun. So, this is number 4. $6 a yard, 1 yard minimum cut. I like it. I think it's fun.
I think it's adorable.
I think it's fun. All right, number 4. That's a batik. And this is also a batik. This is a little different. This is our last one for right now. This is number 5. It is a plaid. I don't know how to describe this. It's another batik. Is this Hoffman? No, this is Banyan. Who's that? Northcott?
Yeah.
This is really, it's unusual. I like it. It's like, you know, it's got the tie-dye look in the background, and then it's printed on
It must
top.
look like tiles or something. I don't know what
yeah.
you'd...
But it has a range of colors from a dark blue to a mustard to greens to pinks and purples. But this is number 5. I almost got myself in the face with that. This is number 5. A Banyan batik. All right. Okay, I think, so again, so if you guys are interested in any of the fabrics that we showed you, or if you're interested in seeing the other fabrics in the wool tweed line, the wool tweed flannel, you go to our website, patchworks.com.
There's 37 of them.
There's, I thought there were 45. Which ones?
The flannels?
Oh, the flannel. There's a lot. Is it 37? There's
I
a
think
lot.
It's 37.
Is it 37?
24, 14, 28, 5 is...
Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
There's a
really a lot. So you go to our patchworks.com and click on the fabric button in the navigation bar, and then click on the picture of whichever fabrics you would like to see. And don't forget, we have our block of the month starting soon. So if you folks are interested, you can give us a call. Come on in. And you can always see our other YouTube videos, past videos on YouTube, by clicking on the YouTube button there. Plus, we have our Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram thing there.
Yes,
and
Joanne, we did.
What?
She wanted to know if we talked about the house thing on another video. Yes.
We did, yeah.
You'll see it in the video
Summer
because they
Village.
were on the background.
Yes, yeah. I think it was a month ago, last time or something like that. But, yeah. The house, the Summer Village from Laundry Basket, it's all piecing. It's squares, rectangles, a couple of flying geese, a little bit of machine applique. It's really pretty. I like it. It's different. So that is it. And does anyone have any questions? Are we good?
I don't know. Connie said, call me when it comes in and I will pick them up. I don't know what she's referring to.
Connie, what? All right. You can send a comment to Deb and she'll answer that. All right. So everyone else is good?
Oh, hi, Gloria.
Hi, Gloria.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
if you want, come in, because I can't guarantee that they'll be in the order that we ordered them in, because sometimes things are on back order. So come in and I'll just put it on your stick and then I'll mail you the thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. I hope you all have a good day. Stay warm. Winter's almost 2/3 over. Yay. Because I've had enough snow. And we will see you in the store. We'll see you next time on Facebook. Thank you.